Why are we hating on this movie? What happened in the last 4 or 5 months since the movie came out? Because I'm really wondering, because on Twitter, people are crapping on this movie for no reason. Listen, we all remember how it was when we watched a movie. We were all excited, we were all entertained, we loved the, fan service in the movie, even though, say what you want about the fan service. At the end of the day, it did its job well, it made the movie more exciting, so I do not understand why there's so much hate for this movie. But at the same time, I took time to look into what the critiques were of Spider-Man No Way Home. This video is talking about those critiques and me giving my thoughts on it. Let's get started. But before we begin, subscribe to the YouTube channel right there so you don't miss out on the release of our second feature-length film, The Hollywood Dream. It comes out exclusively on this channel for free, no ads. Doesn't sound bad, right? Subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Anyway, let's get started. The biggest complaint about Spider-Man No Way Home that I'm seeing is the fact that the shots are really boring. And in my opinion, yes, but no. Now, let's keep it real. The first, 25 minutes of the movie is pretty much a standard way of a movie being shot. There's nothing really that amazing in terms of cinematography. But as soon as Spider-Man sees Doctor Strange, that's when the cinematography picks up. Someone did this, shot for shot layout of the whole movie, and you can see right there's a lot of good shots in Spider-Man No Way Home. Even when I watched the movie the first time in December, walking out of the theater, I was like, yeah, they improved on their shots. And that's what I talked about in my, what Batman revealed about the MCU movies video. If you haven't watched it, you can click right there to watch it. But in that video, I talked about how ever since Phase 4, ever since the end of Avengers Endgame, Marvel has started picking up quality in their shots. Like WandaVision, Loki, even in the Falcon show, all of that content, they picked up their cinematography to a different level. Way better than, what they were a couple of years ago. Which kind of leads me to my next point, which is the over-reliance on CGI. Particularly, people on Twitter are screen grabbing this particular shot of Flash Thompson behind a green screen in downtown New York. Let me be honest, it's not that bad. People are taking that shot out of context, essentially, and saying, look how bad the movie is because of this shot. Now, let's keep it real. Yes, this shot is pretty bad, but it's not that bad because the whole movie is not like that. The reason why this shot, and also the shot of Flash Thompson in the, at some orientation, that shot looked like CGI or looked like a green screen because it was. But the reason why those shots look like that is because the actor that plays Flash Thompson, his schedule wasn't lining up with everyone else's. But they were still able to get him in the movie through green screen. 10 years ago, that would not have looked good. But 10 years later, the green screen looks amazing. When watching the movie, none of us thought it was bad. Let's keep that real. It did the job well of seamlessly integrating Flash Thompson into Spider-Man No Way Home environment. Of course, if you, look at every shot and pick it apart, you're gonna, see some errors there and see stuff that doesn't look good. But at the end of the day, we don't watch movies like that. We don't watch movies shot by shot, stopping every shot, critiquing it, then moving to the next shot. We don't watch movies like that. We watch it as a movie. And as a movie, you can watch those scenes and not feel like they were jarring or anything. The last thing I want to say about Spider-Man No Way Home is that there's a lot of people that are confusing, movies like Spider-Man No Way Home and Marvel movies to movies like The Batman. They feel like a Batman is more superior because of its more filmmaking style than Spider-Man No Way Home. But I just want to say, at the end of the day, every movie that gets released, every single one of them, one of the main jobs of those movies is to entertain the audiences. Spider-Man No Way Home is trying to entertain the audiences. And I know from everyone's reaction when the movie first came out in December, everyone was entertained by Spider-Man No Way Home. So I don't get this random backlash that the movie is getting just because Flash Thompson scenes don't look that good, or because the movie was way too heavily leaned on fan service. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to be entertained, right? That's the point. Because you don't like the Flash scenes doesn't mean the movie all of a sudden is trash. And I hate this trend where popular movies that first come out are now trashed. Like Force Awakens. That movie first came out, everyone was excited to see it. Everyone was hyped. Even after the movie came out, people were excited about it and all that. Now, people are complaining that the Star Wars Force Awakens is like a New Hope, myself included. But even I can respect The Force Awakens for being an entertaining movie. There's a lot of people that love Force Awakens, and there's nothing bad about that. So yeah, listen, film Twitter, I'm talking to you guys, let people have their fun. alright? Because at the end of the day, we're all trying to have fun with these movies, you know? So please, stop nitpicking this movie. Let's stop hating on Spider-Man No Way Home. It's a good movie. Let's not hate on it. Come on now, let's be mature about it, alright?
You are watching a masterpiece.